Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video. As you guys saw in the title, we will be playing with, swatching a ton of new blush. We've had a lot of new blush, coming out recently, though, whatever. We've had a lot of new blush, and so I thought it would be super fun just to kind of cheek swatch them on my skin tone so you guys can see kind of what shade you may want, what formula you may want, what they look like, and kind of swatch them back to back so you can tell. I thought this video was super fun and fresh. We might throw in some other new products if we have time, but I definitely don't want this to be a super long video. So we will see. But first, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Without further ado, let's just get started. I'm gonna clip my hair back, and then I do have some foundation on. Because I want to, obviously that's what when I wear blush, I wear foundation. So I just popped on some foundation, and then we'll do the creams first. So I do have the new Maybelline like liquid products that basically look like they're lip products, but they're both blushes, but this one is in the shade electric bronze, so you can use it as a bronzer, which we're going to try today. And then the other one we have is City Sizzle, which is like deeper, and it looks so pretty. They are very like shimmery, sparkly almost. I guess not sparkly, but they definitely have some shimmer reflect in them, which I'll be interested to see how that looks on the cheek. They took forever to get to me, or else they would have been in a video sooner. Maybe I'll just do one side at a time. There's like fully glitter in that. I don't think you can see at all. Fully glitter. Okay. Okay, this side looks a little better, but it looks like there's nothing really there. Okay, this side looks much better. I don't know if this is, I'll put it on my forehead just for, I guess, the fun of it, but I don't know if this is one that I would wear all over. I do have to say that first swipe, so what I did was kind of mix it around before I put it on. Like the second time go around, I just gave it a little swirl because I think there was so much like glitter on the brush that when I kind of did it over here, it just honestly left a streak of like glitters on my face. I also have a lot more texture over here, so it could just be clinging to that as well, because on my forehead it actually looks kind of stunning, and then on this cheek it looks gorgeous as well. It definitely looks glowy. And then if you're not looking for sparkle, you can't see it on, again, this half of my face, but over here you can see it. So this might be one of those products, same with like the, the Rare Beauty, all those things that you don't want to use probably if you have a lot of texture or want to go light-handed. I actually don't hate it as much as I thought I did on the first time, so that's good. It looks better than I thought it would over here. I wonder if my phone will show you a little bit better. Oh yeah, a little bit. You can see like the glitters down here. Over there. And then over here, I guess it looks a little bit patchy. But it's not too bad, honestly. My forehead looks stunning. You can see though the glitters in it. But it looks so beautiful, like once you get it blended out over here. But like over here, I feel like with all my texture, it's like looking like a, look at that. I don't know. Okay, let's try the blush. I was thinking I want to swatch this on my hand, but I just don't want to get the glitters everywhere. It looks so beautiful. So I definitely think, okay, for this one, less is more. So going with like one stripe, blend it out, it looks stunning. One. Two, make sure you kind of give it a little bit of a mixer so that there's not so much glitter. Three, I think that if you have a lot of texture, you may not want this because it is going to be mostly that kind of shimmer formula that's going to probably accentuate your texture. Okay, I'm not going to make the same mistake with the blush. We're just going to blend it out right away. I'll use a different brush here. Oh my gosh. I'm going to put it on both sides because this side has a lot of more texture than this side. So you could see both. Yeah, this side just always keeps looking much better. So it keeps clinging to the texture on this side. And the shimmer is like so prominent. This side is a little bit nicer, but they are a little bit patchy. Like it's a little bit hard to get them super even. Yeah, no, okay. I'll swatch this one too. They are stunning, and I feel like it's such a great like concept, if you will, but I just feel like the formula is not quite right. I think there's way too much sparkle, glitter, shimmer, whatever the heck that is. Oh my gosh, you could just see that whole patch of like back there that is just not sticking to. And then you could see the reflex too. And then over here, oh my gosh, like like literally like shimmer galore. Like it's just not eight. Color is stunning though. That color is so beautiful. Even the bronzer color is so pretty. I just think they should have taken like maybe some of the glitter out, made it a little less shimmery. I know obviously like you want to be unique, okay, so make it shimmery, but like maybe a little less next time. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Not my favorite. This is why I didn't want to swatch on my hand though, because you can hardly. There are like glitters everywhere. Shimmers, I don't know what they're called. I guess they're not glitters, because glitters are chunky. They're not that chunky. They're a lot smaller than you would think, but they're still like particles. I've used all of these, just so you guys know, I've used these brushes with the ones that I was using for the blush, the bronzer, like over and over again. It's not, there's no way it's the brush, number one. And number two, when I do use creams, it's always over the foundation because I don't set my whole face with before I use creams. Normally I leave it like wet because you put liquid on liquid, you know. We are going to go in with the L'Oreal Lumi liquid blush. So L'Oreal actually has a few different options. They have a couple of matte shades, or like not shimmer shades. They might be glowy, but they might not be. They might still be Lumi-ish, but they're not going to be shimmery. There's not shimmers in it. Whereas, and then they also have a formula that has shimmer in it. So they have two different options when you go on like Ulta's website. Can I open this or not? As obviously Maybelline only has the one formula, so we can just put this one over here. Yeah, I was nervous about this color because all the matte, I don't want to say matte because I don't know if they're matte, but the not shimmer formula were super light. I got the shade Dewy Worth It, so I'm assuming it's gonna be dewy. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Can everybody tell you we have a winner here? It's dewy. It's like peachy, pinky a little bit, but not too light where it makes me look like too light on my skin. I definitely put a lot, so you don't need to put that much. Definitely less is more. That is stunning. It's like the perfect amount of dewy because it's not too dewy. Oh my gosh, here's the L'Oreal Dewy Worth It. I guess for like just to make it equal, we'll put a little video on my screen. Like, look how stunning. It's definitely a lot. But it goes over like my textured cheeks so beautifully. I'm kind of obsessed. Love it. Perfect. Okay, good. I wonder how it compares to like, I definitely think these are a little bit more of a thicker formula, more pigmented formula than the Say Beauty ones. Yeah, they definitely are like a lot more pigmented. So less, you want to put less, but they are super dewy, which is nice because not super dewy, they are dewy, which is nice because we get a lot of matte formulas. But it's not going to be as light. I feel like this is also a little bit more, I feel like the L'Oreal might be a little bit more comparable to like the Rare Beauty in like kind of pigmentation off the bat, because I still think the e.l.f.'s are a little bit more buildable, workable than the Rare Beauty, the e.l.f. Camel ones. And so I feel like these are a little bit more workable, but I do feel like this one obviously was workable, blends easy, but I definitely put a lot on. So this one you're going to want to go in with less, kind of like the Rare Beauty with maybe 1 or 2 dots, and like kind of wipe off the product to make sure you're not doing it too much, because you can even see by the swatches, these are all one swatch. This one's already super like thick and very pigmented, whereas these are a little bit more sheerer. So in case you're curious, based on the other blushes that you have, it is a little bit different, so just keep that in mind. It is really nice. They also only have 3 shades though in that formula, so if you want a shimmer, they also do have the shimmer formula as well, 3 in the shimmer I believe, but I was obviously more excited about like the more matte shades, the more not shimmer shades I should say, and so it just depends on your preference and like what you're looking for in a liquid blush. I do feel like it has a spot in my collection though, I should add. Like I feel like I would use it as different on a different day that I'm gonna use like the e.l.f. or the Say ones, you know? We're just gonna actually set my face now because we have a lot of powders to swatch. We're gonna definitely be using both cheeks here, so just keep that in mind. For the L'Oreal, I also use the e.l.f. liquid blush brush, which I love this liquid blush brush if you're looking for one. But the other ones I used, I got like I use these a lot too. So they're just like basic foundation brushes that make, you know, cream products so easy. So it just really depends on what your preferences are and like what's convenient for you. But if you're looking for a drugstore like easy blush brush, the e.l.f. one is so good. I don't have the biggest like powder brush collection, but it's fine. So we have all of the NYX, which I think we'll swatch first because I know I've been waiting patiently for these. You guys have been asking for them and I've been like, where the heck are they? They took forever, literally like 3 weeks to get to me from Ulta. All right, let's go in. We'll go light to deep. So this is the shade Feeling Better. So it's like a nudie kind of, it says Shimmering Terracotta is what it's called. Oh, that's pretty. All these shimmer blushes, man, I don't know what's going on here. We're just gonna pop it on though. I'm actually very excited about this shade. I mean, all the shades I got, I couldn't decide. Like, there was not one shade that I was like, oh wait, I wish I didn't get it. You know what I mean? I was like, couldn't decide. First of all, based off off the bat, it seems a little bit powdery. Has a little bit of kickback, which is not like, I don't care that much. But I like to always notify you. This is freaking stunning. Are we joking right now? Are we kidding? Oh crap. Oh crap. You can hardly see the shimmers. I think they just like kind of fall off, which I appreciate because I do not need the shimmer, but this is literally stunning. I think that is so pretty. The formula was smooth. It was buttery. It definitely reminds me of the bronzer formula. So that's really good. Don't be afraid of the shimmer, I should say, because it doesn't look like that. It does have a glow, obviously, but it doesn't look like the Flex. Like, it doesn't look like the Maybelline, you know? These are freaking mad hard to open, and the bronzers were not that hard to open. Oh my gosh. It looks way scarier in the pan than it is. I wonder if there's another shimmer that I could put on this cheek. Let me see. Soft mauve. Okay, they're not all shimmers, so I think I'm going to put this shimmery shade on this cheek, just so we can know the true tea. It just grips on. It's what it does. When you have texture, they just hold on for dear life. And I'm like, bro, what's good with you? Like, why would you do that to me? Oh, perfect. That's what I like about this formula. It seems to be blending out super easy. Like, even if you put too much, you just use like your powder brush. Oh my gosh, it looks so stunning. Okay, it does not look bad at all. I was so scared. It looks so nice over here. I wasn't going to do them on both cheeks, but I wanted to see on top of like my more textured cheek. Oh my gosh, you can hardly even tell. So if you're looking for something super intensely shimmery, this is not going to be it. I'm so sorry. I don't think this is going to be, I haven't tried the Rare Beauty, but I'm going to assume it's not going to be because I know a lot of people are using the Rare Beauty as highlighter. This would not be a highlighter, you know what I mean? Like, it's very pretty. It does have a light glow to it, but it's not going to be like highlighter-esque, you know? So that's stunning though. I love that. Wow. I need to like keep track in my head so that when I go back to wear them, I remember. Should swatch it. Also, if you're in store, don't let the packaging fool you too much. It looks a lot lighter than it does in like the swatch, but you can see like the reflection in the swatch. You know what I mean? I don't know, maybe it is similar to the Rare Beauty. I just have never tried the Rare Beauty, but this one I would never use as like a highlighter because it's not, you know, like overly pigmented. I don't know how to explain that. Let me swatch this one. This is the shade Back and Better. We're back and we're better. Yeah, this one doesn't have any like kind of reflect shimmery kind of stuff to it. That looks so stunning. That was so smooth. And then we'll swatch the shade For the Better. For the Butta. And I'm not saying that because that's so stupid. Yeah, those are definitely more like matte, I should say. The thing is that they're like, because of their formula, they seem to have like a little bit more life to them. They're not flat mattes, you know what I mean? Like, they're definitely like have something to them. So just keep that in mind, but there definitely has the formulas that are a little bit more shimmery. So we're gonna do one on one cheek, one on the other cheek. We'll put Back and Better on this cheek. Maybe I will like kind of tap it off my hand. Okay, that didn't work or help. What is this described as? As a deep rosewood. Okay, yeah, it's definitely deep and it's definitely rosewood. You know, it's fine. Oh my gosh, like I love that about this freaking formula, that the minute you just try to blend it out, it blends so seamlessly. That's a very deep shade, so definitely be careful if you are around my skin tone or lighter, because it's definitely like super deep, but I think it is so pretty. And for deeper skin tones, oh my gosh, like that's gonna be stunning. Oh my gosh, is this gonna be my favorite one of the trio? This one is a soft mauve. Oh my gosh, yeah. Definitely my favorite out of the trio here. It's definitely like, it's exactly what it's described as, a soft mauve. It's a little bit cooler. It's not super warm or anything like that. It's a little bit pink, but it's not like overly pink. You know what I mean? It's like the perfect color. So definitely I'm obsessed. So this is For the Better. And over here is Rosewood. Stunning. Alright, then we have some of the Kosas blushes. I did pick up 2 shades. I don't know what I was thinking. But I'm actually super excited about these because they look stunning. These were teased a while back and I was like, oh my gosh, I need those. And then they never came out, so then I was like, what the heck? And then now they're here. So I was very excited. I definitely want to re-pick up the bronzer as well, but I don't know. Like, if Kosas comes out with so much new stuff that I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if they came out with like a liquid or kind of bronzer or something. I don't know, if they tried something new with bronzer. So I don't know. But I was very excited about that. It was just so funny. So many blushes were dropping. And I'm like, these aren't even all of them. Like, our Giorgio Armani came out in the mix. I just got it, like, kind of first. And so I tried that one. But I'm like, there are other brands that I just don't buy. Like, Lawless is coming out with blushes. House Labs came out with some blushes that I didn't get. And Nabla was the brand I was thinking of that came out with blushes. I'm like, that's a lot of blush, you know? And I get it, you know? Oh my gosh, these are so cute. Are you kidding me? These are so cute. They're so beautiful. So beautiful. I don't care who did it before. I don't care what these are like. Like, I just wanted to try them because they're Kosas. I love the brand. And these were adorable. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I'm scared. Hopefully this is not too late for me. So, again, I picked up 2 shades. This is the shade Swoon and the shade Dreamland. Dreamland? Super cute. So you have some brushes. Let's go with the shade Dreamland. Dreamland. The Dreamland Billionaires? Did they know? It's Kosas, Lauren Asher fans. Kosas. I know. Okay, let's swatch this one. Got a clean blush brush here. This one was just calling my name. I don't know why. I just picked them and oh gosh, it looks a little light. Wow, you could kind of tell it's there. It's honestly like your cheek but better. Let me see in person. Okay. In person, it's a little bit more prominent than in camera. I think it's super pretty. I definitely think you can kind of see it a little bit here. I don't know. You could tell the difference a bit. Yeah. When I smile. Yeah, you can see it a little bit on camera too. I think it's so pretty, but I do think that it's a little light for me, but this is honestly a good one. If you like to have a kind of powder bronzer to set your cream bronzer, but you really like the color of your cream blush. If you really want a blush to set your cream blush or liquid blush, but you really like the color of the liquid blush, this would be a good one to like top. I am bummed it's a little light. I honestly, when I was looking at the swatches, I kind of knew that it was like going to be a little light for me, so I didn't know for sure. But if you're eyeing this one, just know it might look a little light. But for me and my collection, I definitely have a spot for it as far as like setting the creams. Like this one I think would look so pretty on top of the L'Oreal, wherever that one is, because they're kind of similar vibes, where they're like a little bit, I don't want to say peachy, but like a little bit peachy. Just kidding. All right, let's go in with the shade Swoon. There are like flecks in it, but they look like the type to like just fall off. You can't even see them on camera. They look like the type to just fall off. So I'm hoping that that's, well, from what I looked at. How freaking stunning. How stunning. I'm glad this formula is a little bit more buildable. You can definitely go in with like a more heavy hand and it's not going to look like super crazy. I definitely think it just looks, oh my gosh, so freaking stunning. This is the shade Swoon. Oh my gosh, please. Please. Yeah. Again, the shade Swoon. And then the shade Blush is Life. Nope, I lied. The shade Dreamland. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. They kind of make my cheek look super smooth. Like super smooth. It's definitely giving like the Kosas Cloud Set kind of formula where my skin looks so smooth, but there's like a little bit of life to it. Like it's not matte, you know? This is perfection. I'm obsessed with this color right now. It's not even freaking funny. Oh my gosh. I think I'm definitely the most excited about this blush shade right now out of all of them. Out of everything. I definitely really like the NYX ones. I was gonna say, did we accidentally get dupes? Really close dupes. So this is the NYX For the Better, and then this is the Kosas Swoon. So honestly though, you probably could build up the Kosas to kind of look very similar to the NYX one. There they are there. It just looks so much lighter, which is honestly not bad. So all in all, let's give a final kind of thing here because I don't think we'll have time to put in anything else in this video, which is totally fine. It happens. I have other new products for another day. So off the bat, I probably would pass on the Maybelline. They're not bad. You can make them work. I definitely feel like they are usable, but I do have to say, like, what would be the point of using them if there are other products out there that are just better? In my opinion. So there are better like bronzers, although I really like this formula because it is a little bit glowy. It actually, I think it's still on my forehead. It is a little bit glowy. So this is one I probably would try and use the bronzer again. Maybe mix it in with the formula that I like and I trust, or kind of on a no makeup day. Kind of go in with a light hand, just so it adds kind of like pick me up basically. I definitely would try again with the electric bronze. The blush, I just don't feel like I need. I really like the color a lot. I just really don't like the shimmer. The way how big the shimmer looks on my face. Like it looks almost metallic, and that I don't really like. You know, I just obviously maybe in the swatches it said like it shared that, whatever it was, but you never know until you try. And so but I want to tell you that I probably would pass on these if I had a do-over. But I'm gonna try to make them both work, but I really want to try and make the bronzer work because I feel like that's a stunning kind of vibe. You know, it's definitely giving like a liquid version of like the Kosas bronzer, the Milani Bakes bronzer, like those kind of glowier bronzers, but in a liquid form. So I love that, but like we gotta make sure it's not patchy, you know what I mean? So that's my thought on those. The L'Oreal, I'm very excited about that. I really wish they came out with more shades, so hopefully they'll come out with more shades if they see that people like this formula a lot. I definitely feel like this is very similar to the Rare Beauty as far as like heavy like pigmentation off the bat. Like you're gonna want to go with a gentle hand, but it's still stunning. I'm pretty sure this is probably a dupe for one of those Rare Beauty blushes. I'm sure are out there. I just don't have it, but I do like the shade. It's not my favorite shade, but I do really like it. I think it's definitely one that I will use. Again, the shade Dewy, worth it, 601. But I would definitely check these out if you're interested or you're on the market for a new cream blush, or you're just like, I really want to try it. I think these are worth it and they look super, super pretty. Alright, looking at the NYX blushes, so I would probably, if I could go back, I would probably swap. I probably would return or not get the shade Deep Rosewood. I feel like it might be a little too deep for me, which is totally fine, you know. Again, you don't, sometimes I can't tell unless I put it on my cheek, you know. And so I understand, sometimes you guys probably can't tell until you watch it, like someone else put it on their cheek, a similar skin tone and stuff like that. I think this is just a little too deep for me, but I do think this will look stunning on deeper skin tones. Maybe when I have a tan, it'll look like just gorgeous. I love the color. I think it's not going to be one that I wear a lot, but I think it's so stunning, if that makes sense. But I would probably like pass on it if I had a do-over. These other two shades though, I don't know, I probably would have to pick up, and I'm loving. I think they're both so pretty. I definitely think the shade Soft Mauve, the shade For the Better, is just so pretty. I think it is like just the softest, prettiest mauve. It definitely is what it says, and I love that. I think it's one that I'm going to use a lot because it's not super warm. It's not going to pull like super warm in my opinion. I feel like I could wear this with a lot of my cooler looks and it will be stunning and not look out of place. And then this one I actually do enjoy. This is Feeling Better. This is Shimmering Terracotta. I always love a good terracotta. When they say that, I'm like, I'm all over that. I do have to say, like, this is not one I'm going to use a lot. I'm definitely going to use the Soft Mauve shade a lot more. But this one is super pretty if you're looking for like a shimmer. If you want to try like the Rare Beauty and you're like, I don't know, those may be too shimmery, this one is not too shimmery in my opinion. I feel like these are like the perfect amount of, like, I don't want to say shimmery, but like shimmery because they're not flecks of like glitter or anything like that. They're just like a nice reflect that is so pretty. So I think this is stunning. Not gonna be like one that's gonna be my go-to every day, but definitely gorgeous. So there's that one. And then as far as the Kosas ones, I'm actually kind of obsessed with both of these. I really love the shade Swoon, and I'm probably going to wear this like non-stop, honestly. This one's probably definitely my top fave out of all the ones we swatched. This one I actually do really like, even though it's very light, and it's not one that's going to be like super over the top pigmented. Let me see if I can build it up a little bit. It's not going to be over the top pigmented, but I feel like it's the perfect kind of blush if you're just kind of looking for like a your blush but better, you know, something very light, something that is just gonna like enhance your natural. This would be a perfect for like a no makeup day where it's like, is she wearing blush or like is that natural? I don't know. I feel like that's perfect. I also think it'll be perfect if you're someone who wears a lot of cream blush but you love to set your cream blush just in case it's gonna move or whatever, just in case, and you like to set your cream blush or it looks too matte and you want to add something a little bit like more glowy, lifelike on top of it, or if it's too shimmery and you want something to kind of make it look a little bit more smooth, a little bit more seamless, I think this blush is perfect for you. I definitely think that it is this color, especially depending on your skin type, I definitely think this formula is absolutely stunning. So if there's a color you love, I would go for it. Like, these are so gorgeous. Kosas did not disappoint in my humble opinion with these. Neither did NYX. I feel like the only true disappointment is the like Maybelline ones. Like, that's really just it. But yes. If I was like add to cart, if I was like, okay, you have my skin tone and you're like, Marissa, I just need you to tell me which ones to add to cart, I say add the NYX For the Better and then add the Kosas Swoon, 10 out of 10. And then if you're feeling like it, go with the L'Oreal liquid blush if you like that color. Yeah. Alright guys, this ended up being a little bit longer than I thought it would, which is totally fine. We have some new products that will probably be coming at another point this week, so definitely stay tuned for that. I really hope you enjoyed. If you're wondering my foundation, I'm wearing the Tarte Maracuja Tinted Hydrator the whole time. This is in my project pan, so I'm trying to use it up. So it's like, oh, perfect. I get to take it off, reapply, take it off. I love this stuff, though. It is so stunning. And then the Kosas Cloud Set Setting Powder is just my child's, the love of my life. And then I was wearing the Kosas Plump and Juicy Lip Booster before I kind of started. What the heck, I did not plan to wear so many Kosas products, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Alright guys, I'll see you next time. Let me know what blushes you guys are picking up. Are you picking up any of these? Do you like any of these? Do you hate any of these? Let a girl know. And yes, I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.